that individuals move forward. And certainly we cannot accept 2 or 3 of our group emerging year after year while the vast masses of us continue to go down. We have a responsibility.
Let me raise a point back to you, Kwame Ture. When you launched this move that resulted in black being adopted as the defining symbol for African American people, many people felt that it helped to purge them of all the negative feelings about themselves, that it really represented the first major psychological break. And you heard the woman in the tape talk about black is beautiful. I mean, that was the most positive affirmation of blackness by black people. What do you say to people now who say...
So just to highlight that point, this is during the time when he said black power, he was on code with the FBA community. He was on code with the black freedom struggle in the 60s. This is the terminology of Malcolm X, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's when he was on code, and that's when he was talking sense. After that, he started changing up and doing whatever he was doing with the African thing.
You simply cannot abandon the term that came to symbolize so much for black people.
Human progress does not stand still. It moves. We came here as Africans. One of the first organizations we had fighting for us is known as the Free African Society.
So, you know, we're not going to, this is the Free African Society, founded in 1787. So we need to understand it couldn't have been one of the first, because one of the first, that's 160 years from 1619, you know, 200 something years from, you know, 1555. So what I'm saying is you got to look at it when he's saying that. Now, the thing is, you know, the brother is very brilliant because he remembers some of these facts off the fly. There's no internet. There's no Google at this time. So, you know, he can say things, but it's just not actually true. And I'll show you, and I'll prove to you in this video why it's not true. We want to also just touch on the reason why that period of time the Revolutionary War was going on. You know, the war had just been finished, and people seeing how the Ethiopian units and regiments was fought for the British. So I posit, everybody, you draw your own conclusions based on your research, but I'm gonna posit that people seeing, wow, you know, this African thing from Ethiopia, we can actually use that to get ourselves freedom and advocate for our people. So that's what I'm gonna say. But let's listen more.
The very first independent organization we had in this country was the church. It was known as the African Methodist Episcopalian Church. So from Africans, our oppressor has changed us to colored, to Negro, to this, to that. We understand it's a step. Coming to black had a powerful point, because the point was that we were oppressed because of this color of our skin, and this was racism. But this fight is not just a fight over the color of skin. A fight for power is a fight for land. When Mr. Llewellyn speaks about power, he's talking about land. Our land is Africa. America's not our land. It belongs to the American Indians, and we have a right.
All right, we got to stop it right there, because that's absolutely insane. I'm going to go through a few clips to show why that's insane. That's going to be the bulk of the video here. But I just want to hit on some of these points. These are the Pan-Africanist points. It's very